This is the same scene where Clea enlists Lonnie to go get the transceiver. I'm not sure if they really did get away with it. Or maybe they shouldn't have.
The Tinian Codex was forged 2,000 years ago on a planet
there's a
where
twisty bit.
sight was considered a disability.
Puts it down.
There's a screw. There's a key bit.
Stuck.
Really tough. Bleedy.
Lots
So
of
there's
help.
maybe blood on the ground.
What fun.
You're welcome.
She extracts it and hands it off
What's
to
the
Luthen.
problem? She got
okay,
it.
Let's go look at the pictures.
Okay.
Okay, so I took pictures. So first, her hand is at this angle, and then
Okay.
and she's reaching underneath on this support structure type thing. Then
Yep.
she does some twist with her wrist.
So this is twisty
So it
stuff
seems-
here. Yeah.
Yep, to a clearly different angle, which means she's
Yep.
doing some lefty loosey stuff. So it
Yep.
looks like it should be something threaded, like a thread, like a screw thread.
Yep. Okay.
Okay,
Agreed.
then this is the next angle where she puts the key in. Can we zoom way in there?
Yep.
No threads.
So you're looking here. You would expect to see like one or two threads deep. Of
Yeah,
threads.
like a bottle cap. Yeah, exactly, right? So the bottle cap is threaded, but also the glass is threaded, or plastic, whatever it is, threaded, because those threads
Yep.
need to interlock. Okay, so not there.
Yep.
It does, however, look like those two little dots are maybe magnets.
You're saying this dot,
Magnets that held
okay.
on the cap. And
Yep.
so maybe there's a twist, so you disengage the magnetic connection, and then it drops. Okay, sure.
Okay.
And then there's this key function. Oh, stay
Yep.
there. There's just
Oh,
one.
okay. Stay here.
So there's this key function that you insert into this cylinder and twist, and then it unlocks it, right? But either way, like if you can get this transceiver out, you end up with a hole there, right? Because that's where the thing is shoved in, right?
You're saying this is now hollow. It's not. It's unfilled. There's just air in here.
It's hollow. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Okay.
Okay, so later on, when Skulden says we're gonna check all of our antiques, or all of our, I know our antiques is the right word. Yeah, antiques.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aren't they gonna find a hole? Aren't they gonna find a hole and be like, why are the other legs full and then this one leg has a hole? And then, where did we get this from? We got it from Luthen. So yes, you got the transceiver out, but you still have like the evidence of this thing could harbor something hidden is still there.
Yeah. So I see what you're saying. So, gosh, there's these like support arms.
Yep.
Right here, and you're saying that if they do this check of all the artifacts that are in their showroom, they're gonna casually look at this thing, and if it's not exactly the same, they're gonna be like, "What's going on with the support here? It looks funny."
Right. If that the one leg that she's holding on to, if it's not exactly the same as the one that's closer to the camera from us, then if they're not exactly the same, it's like, why is there one special pocket? Like if I get a bag of baseballs and one of them is extra light and has a zipper on the side, it's like, why is this one able to hold stuff inside? What is this?
Yeah. So you're saying, okay, so like this one, for example, it better be hollow inside, with no threading, and magnetic adhesion to hold it up.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and then the cap better come off with a twisty motion. And so this is exactly the same as this without the listening device inside. And therefore, if
And
they
there needs to
inspect
be-
all of the supports, it's all the same.
Right. And there needs to be some functional design engineering for why that magnetic cap is there. Otherwise, it looks like a place where you could just hide drugs. Or I guess a transceiver.
Listening device. Yeah. And then, okay. And so you would hope
'Cause
that since he bought it from Luthen, Skulden bought this from Luthen, that the support structure came with it.
Right.
And the support structure is cleverly designed.
I thought the support structure was actually part of the artifact from the original culture. Was that, or or this thing is like Ricky Rocky not sitting flat? So I thought it came with it, but I see what you're saying. It could be that the from the original culture, the artifact is just the rock,
Yeah,
and then
just this part.
support structure is something that Luthen made possible.
Yeah. That was my interpretation. So assuming they're not lazy with how they implanted this and everything passes muster, then we're okay, I think.
Right. But it's suspicious. It's just, why is there this random hole? So you could fit something in
Right.
here. Like, hey, Luthen, I know I got this from you. What is the deal with this? And then Clea bleeds. she Clea bleeds, but then also doesn't draw attention to anyone. So then why is there random drops of blood underneath this one artifact in the room? What happened here?
Right. There could be some blood smeared on this that she wasn't able to clean up, and drips and drops on the floor.
Yup.
She wasn't able to clean that up.
So did she get away with it? I don't know.
We don't
and
see...
look, one more picture to the left.
Yeah.
Look at the size of this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's not a little tiny microchip. Like it's chunky.
Mm-hmm.
That means that hole that's in the support structure is chunky. Like
It's chunky, yeah.
What if they do like an X-ray scan or some other I don't know, test to see if something hollow. Like, you have a random empty chamber.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, okay.
like,
so if it depends on what's in here, right? In these other supports. If these are all empty,
maybe it's normal.
then we're cool.
Yeah.
Maybe it's normal. Then
Normal
all depends on
explainable.
whether explainable. Yeah. But also they may be able to get away with it because Skulden isn't looking necessarily for listening devices. He was just reappraising all of his artifacts, right? That was the motivation for going through. So he's not like looking for listening devices around the artifacts. So maybe if it's a little bit lazy, they'll be okay.
Or even if it's not necessarily lazy, but it's just you're not looking for the right thing. You know, like if you're not looking for a hole that could be for a transceiver, you might find a hole and be like, engineering thing, structural thing, saving weight, saving costs. I don't know, sure, whatever. You could gloss over it.
My real goal here is to reappraise this thing. I don't care about the support. Why would I care?
Right. Like
So
it doesn't catch your curiosity. Then you're like, okay, fine, whatever.
And so maybe Luth and Clea have some leeway with that as well. Yeah,
Possible.
Spy game is so challenging. These like little details matter so much. Crazy.